Hallo students, wie geht's euch? Hoffentlich gut. In the last video, we have finished Lektion 4 Kurzbuch exercises till exercise number 4. Now, in this video, we will start from exercise number 5. So, let's start. Kurzbuch Seite Nummer 28. Aufgabe 5a. Exercise number 5a. Das ist eine Hörübung. This is a listening activity. Eine Hafenrundfahrt, Harbor Trip. Hör zu und beantworte die Fragen. Listen and answer the following questions. First, we will understand the meanings of the questions. Nummer 1. Wer oder was ist die störte Bäcker? Who or what is this störte Bäcker? Nummer 2. Wie ist das Wetter? How is the weather? Nummer 3. Wer ist Olaf Peters? Who is Olaf Peters? Nummer 4. Darf man auf dem Schiff rauchen? May one smoke on the ship? Nummer 5. Was kann man am Kiosk kaufen? What one can buy in the kiosk? Nummer 6. Kann man das WC benutzen? Can one use this WC? WC is a western commode. That means washroom. So these are the questions. In our live class, we will listen the audio and then you write the answer. In our live class, after listening the audio, we will also check the answers of the same. Jetzt noch eine Hörübung. Auf derselben Seite, Seite Nummer 28, Aufgabe B. Schau die Bilder von der Hafenrundfahrt an. Look at the pictures of the harbor tour. Hör dann Teil 2. Listen Part 2. Wie ist das Reihenfolge der Stationen? What is the sequence of the stations where they are taking a halt or where they are talking about which stations they are talking in which sequence? So first one is Museum Schiff Rickmers. Speichersaal, that is the warehouse. St. Pauli Landungsbrücken, this is the point from where their trip is starting. Containerhafen, Historisches Passagierschiff. So now you have to listen the audio and you have to recite the sequence about which place they are talking first, about which place they are talking as a second, about which place they are talking as a third, and accordingly you need to write the sequence of the station. Okay, so in our live class we will listen the audio and we will discuss the answers of the same. Jetzt Aufgabe C. Your Teil 2 noch einmal. Whatever part we have listened to decide the sequence, listen that part once again. Was ist richtig? What is correct? A, B oder C? Nummer 1. In wie viele Länder fahren die Schiffe aus dem Hamburger Hafen? In how many countries the ships travel from the Hamburg harbor? You need to listen the number very carefully. A. In mehr als 117. B. In mehr als 170. C. In mehr als 700. Okay, so listen it carefully. Nummer 2. Wann haben Hunderttausende Menschen Deutschland verlassen, weil sie arbeitslos waren? When hundred thousands people left the Germany because they were unemployed. Im 19. Jahrhundert, im 18. und 19. Jahrhundert, im 19. und 20. Jahrhundert. Okay, so listen it very carefully and decide the answer. Nummer 3. Seit wann liegt die Rickmers als Museumschiff im Hamburg Hafen? Since when the Rickmers is lying as a museum ship in the Hamburg harbor? Seit 1896. Seit 1903 seit 1938. Here also listen the number very carefully, then only you will get the answer. As all are related about numbers, your listening should be so perfect that you can guess the correct answer. So once again in our live class, we will listen the audio and discuss the answers of the same. Jetzt nächste Aufgabe, Aufgabe 6a auf derselben Seite. Schau die Fotos A bis D von der Klassenfahrt an und lies die Texte 1 bis 4. Was passt zusammen? Look at the pictures A to D of class trip. Their class is traveling to Hamburg. Na? And then read the text 1 to 4. Which text is matching with which picture you have to find out. So now we will read the text in detail. Nächste Seite, Seite Nummer 29. There are four texts, Nummer 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will read the text in detail. Nummer 1. Frau Schnurisch meint, Jugendliche können keinen Stadtplan lesen. Mrs. Schnurisch thinks youngsters cannot read any city plan. Aber wir beweisen ihr das Gegenteil. But we will prove her it opposite, means we will prove it that she is wrong. Bevor wir auf die Fahrräder steigen, suchen wir alle wichtigen Sehenswürdigkeiten auf dem Stadtplan. Before we land on the bicycle, we will search all important tourist spots on the city plan. Ganz ohne Smartphone on Google Maps. Absolutely without smartphone and Google Maps. Jan ist unser Held. Jan is our hero. Niemand kann so gut Stadtpläne lesen wie er. Nobody can read such a nice or very good city plans like her. He. Now, Nummer 2. Während wir die wunderschöne Wasserfontäne an der Alster bewundern, hat Herr Lehmann wieder nur Mathe im Kopf. When we are wondering the wonderful water fountain at the Alster river, Alster is the name of the river, Mr. Lehmann has only again maths in his Kopf. Kopf means head. Wir sollen schätzen, we should estimate, wie hoch die Fontane ist. How high is this water fountain? Eine typische Prüfungsaufgabe. A typical exam task, sagt er. Verrückt, crazy. Mathe kann sogar schon sein. Isn't it crazy that maths can be nice also? Nummer 3. Wahrscheinlich ist es am Abend vorher ein bisschen spät geworden. Wahrscheinlich bedeutet probably. In the evening, it has already become little bit late. Oder ist es vielleicht doch nur die frische Luft? Or is it perhaps only the fresh air? Während Kapitän Peters uns spannende Sachen über den Hamburger Hafen erzählt. When Captain Peter was narrating us exciting things about the Hamburg harbor, machen Nadine und Charlotte jedenfalls erstmal ein kleines Mittagsschläfchen. When Captain was narrating us exciting stories about Hamburg harbor, Nadine and Charlotte were taking jedenfalls means at that time a small naps. Mittagsschläfchen means naps. Nummer 4. Leider müssen wir erst die richtige U-Bahn finden. Unfortunately, we have to find first the correct underground railway. Bevor wir uns schließlich auf den Heimweg machen. Before we finally set our way to the home means we start going to home. Schließlich is finally. Zum Glück hilft uns der super nette Danis. Luckily, zum Glück is luckily the excellent, nice, super nice Dennis helps us. Und wir unterhalten uns ein bisschen mit ihm. And then we chat with him. Wow! Dennis dances in the musical König der Löwen. Dennis dances in this musical König der Löwen. Nur schade, dass die Tickets so wahnsinnig teuer sind. But it's so sad that the tickets are too much expensive. Wahnsinnig teuer is too much expensive. Okay, so I hope the passages are clear to you. Now you decide which text is suitable for which picture. Jetzt nächste Aufgabe auf der selben Seite Nummer 29. Aufgabe B und C. Zuerst lesen wir die Aufgabe B. Aufgabe B, lies noch einmal. Read those text once again. Welche Informationen bekommst du zu den Personen? Which information do you get about those people? Welcher Beruf passt zu ihm? Which profession is suitable, which is appropriate for them? So they have given the names and they have given the profession. You have to read and you have to understand which profession is maybe belonging to whom. And names are already given: Frau Schulrich, Jan, Herr Lehmann, Kapitän Peters, Nadine und Charlotte, Dennis. And now we will read the profession. Schuler, student. Schülerinnen, female students. Mathelehrer, math teacher. Lehrerin, female teacher. Tänzer, dancer. Schiffskapitän, captain, ship captain. Okay, so you need to guess it. Now, Aufgabe C. Lies die Sätze. Suche dann in den Texten von 6a die passenden Textstellen und vergleiche. Read the sentences and search the suitable sentences from that passage and then compare. Nummer 1. I'm just telling you the meanings. You try to find out and then I will check the answers. Nummer 1. Zuerst suchen wir wichtige Gebäude und Plätze auf dem Stadtplan und dann machen wir die Fahrradtour. At first we will search for important buildings and places on the city map and then we will start our bicycle tour. 2. Wir schauen begeistert die Wasserfontäne an und sollen gleichzeitig rechnen. We were excitingly, begeistert is excitingly looking at the water fountain and simultaneously, gleichzeitig means at the same time, we should calculate. Nummer 3. Der Kapitän redet und Nadine und Charlotte schlafen. The captain talks and then Nadine and Charlotte sleep. Nummer 4. Zuerst suchen wir die richtige U-Bahn. At first we will search the correct underground railway. Dann fahren wir zurück zu Jugendherberge. Then we will travel back to our youth hostel. So now you read the passage again and tell me the sentences which are suitable to these given sentences. You solve these exercises first, then we'll discuss the answers of the same. Jetzt Aufgabe D und 7. Aufgabe D, schau die Bilder an, was passiert gleichzeitig, was passiert nicht gleichzeitig. Ergänze dann die Satzanfänge. First look at the pictures and tell me which things are happening simultaneously and which are not happening simultaneously. So because here they want to introduce two conjunctions, wherein and before. Before means before and wherein means while. Now whenever you use wherein, that means that things are happening simultaneously at the same time. Whereas before shows that the one thing has happened earlier and the one thing will happen later. For example, I will explain you with the help of given example. Bevor ich abends ins Bett gehe, putze ich meine Zähne. So, I am brushing my teeth. This is the first action which is happening. And then I am going to the bed. So naturally here both the things are not happening simultaneously. Now gleichzeitig means während ich Hausaufgaben mache, muss ich viel nachdenken. While I do homework, I must think a lot. These things are happening simultaneously. So whenever things are happening simultaneously at the same time, während is used, and whenever things are not happening simultaneously, one thing is earlier, one thing is later, then we use before. Now the usage of before and wherein is similar like when. It can be used at the beginning of the sentence or it can be used in between of the sentence. If you are using it at the beginning of the sentence, the verb of first sentence, like here gehe, mache, comes before comma. The verb of second sentence goes after comma, like puts, moves, and the remaining part will remain as it is. Means after verb, after comma verb, then subject, and then the remaining part. So it is similar like when. The sentence construction should be similar like when. Now you have to form the sentences with before and während in exercise 7. Jeder schreibt einen Satz mit before und während. Everyone has to write one sentence with before and während. For example, bevor ich abends ins Bett gehe, muss ich viel nachdenken or something like that. Während sentence is also given. Während ich Hausaufgaben mache, muss ich viel denken. That is actually you have to match it. They have said like bevor ich abends ins Bett gehe, putze ich meine Zähne. And während ich Hausaufgaben mache, muss ich viel denken. So right hand side in the box they have given few words. With the help of those words sentences you have to form one sentence for before and one sentence for wherein. Let's read those words. Popcorn essen, Fernsehen, that means to watch TV, Film sehen, to watch films, Telefonieren, to call, Einkaufen, to go for shopping, ins Bett gehen, to go in the bed, Zähneputzen, to brush the teeth, Frühstücken, to do breakfast, mit dem Bus fahren, to travel by bus, meine Hände waschen, that means to wash my hands, Musik hören, to listen music, so Abendessen, to eat dinner. So these are the words. You have to form one sentence of before and one sentence of wherein. You try to form the sentences and then we will discuss I will check your sentences in our live class.